Hi everybody, Greg Storch here with Lion Enterprise, and I want to welcome you to the second video in the micro training series. This series is designed as sort of a prep course for the upcoming leadership series that I'm calling Effective Thinking, Your Pathway to Success. I hope you were able to catch the first video sometime during the course of this week. Just remember that these will only be in the lion's den for 7 days and then poof, they'll disappear. So today's micro video is called The Price to Be Better. So I have to ask you this question. How many of you want to be better tomorrow than you were today? Well, in order for us to improve, you have to become intentional in your actions, and you also have to commit to the ongoing process. Now you know what it's going to cost you if you want to get good at thinking. It's the price to be better. So here are the 6 things you need to do if you plan to ante up and pay the price to be better. The very first thing is that you should remember the acronym GIGO, G-I-G-O. That stands for garbage in, garbage out. We have to pay attention to what we're using to get the thinking process started. Understanding that acronym is a good way to remind yourself that you should seek inputs like books, tapes, and even podcasts. More importantly, people. The idea is to be on the lookout for something that captures your attention, something that makes you curious. And when you do, write that down and keep it in front of you wherever you like to do your best thinking. Now, for me, I do my best thinking while I'm out on a run, so it's not really effective to be carrying a stack of papers with me, but I can take voice memos along on the run, and so I record voice memos with the things that I would traditionally write down. You know, I just mentioned the people you surround yourself with. Now, I've talked about this many times, but the second thing we need to do is watch who we surround ourselves with. If you want to get better at thinking, surround yourself with those who are good thinkers themselves. They should challenge you and stretch you. Iron sharpens iron. If you need to sharpen your thinking skills, get around others who are already sharp in that area and let them influence you. The third thing is about making choices. I always say that life is all about the choices we make. We're here right now as a result of the sum of all of our choices. And when it comes to thinking better, the choice we have to make is to choose the thoughts we have. We must have good thoughts. Thinking is a discipline, and we have to consistently put ourselves in the right space to think, shape, and stretch our thoughts. So develop a schedule, a time that's dedicated to spending time with your thoughts. When you do, have paper handy so you can capture your great ideas. Now here's the fourth thing. Check the expiration date. Yes, our thoughts and ideas, they have a short shelf life, so be aware of that. The key is not to just think good thoughts, but taking action on the good ideas that you generate. You know, it was Honoré de Balzac who said, "It is easy to sit up and take notice. What is difficult is getting up and taking action." Now, the fifth thing is that we need to get in touch with our emotions. Our emotions can help us create mental momentum, and that gets us moving through the process of good thinking. The thing is that if we wait to feel like doing it, it's just never going to happen. We can't wait until we feel like thinking to do it. But if you can get over the hump of that and get engaged in the process of thinking, you can use that to keep moving forward. It's like accomplishing goals. The first time you do it, you use that momentum of the feeling of that success to keep you setting more goals and taking more action. Well, the same goes for thinking. And then the last thing is just a reminder that thinking is a process. So you just repeat this over and over again to become better at thinking. Each time you take these actions, you'll generate new ideas. But you can't rely on your first great idea and try and milk it for all it's worth. Don't become a one-hit wonder. Would you rather try to retire on one small nugget of gold, or would you rather have an entire gold mine in your backyard? If you want the gold mine, you have to keep repeating the process of generating new ideas. This is the process on how to be better at thinking. So there are the 6 things we'll need to do to become good thinkers. This is the price we have to pay to be better, to get better at thinking. First, be mindful of what you expose your brain to. Seek good input. Surround yourself with good thinkers. And then next, choose the thoughts that you think. The 4th thing was to take action on the good ideas you have. And the 5th thing was to spark momentum with your emotions. And then that very last thing was just rinse and repeat. Well, there you have it, folks. The second micro training video for you. Now, I'm going to leave this one up in the Lion's Den group page for the entire week. And then I'll post session 3 next Wednesday, June 25th. Until we meet again, remember, be powerful, but stay poised, just like a lion. Bye, everybody.